Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
So, YouTube friends, this is a monumental moment here. The first time since I replanted my yellow flowering plant, a yellow flower has bloomed. I'm so proud of it. It's Tuesday, August 12th, 2025 at 37 minutes past high noon. This is a most wonderful, glorious moment in time. My first yellow flower blooming from my yellow flowering plant since I transplanted it from the old homestead in the villages to here at Foxwood Farms. Great moment in time. Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It's Tuesday, August 12th, 2025 at 1:04 in the afternoon. I'm here in the breezeway. To my left is my clubhouse. To my right, the staircase to my home, to the side door of my home. Got the old Excalibur hat on, and also the phenomenal Resica Falls t-shirt, which is a Boy Scout camp in Eastern Pennsylvania, and Troop 170, Boy Scout Troop 170 of Lincoln Park, went to Resica Falls 2 or 3 times in the early 1970s, and I'd love to get back. I'd love to just walk around that camp. I no longer have an active Boy Scouts of America, or what they're calling it, Scouting USA membership card, so I probably wouldn't be allowed to walk around the camp, but that would be fun. And I also like to walk around Camp Alamucci sometime. I'm feeling homesick for Jersey in a strange, bewildering way. I am reading out here. It's not too hot. It's hot. Say, like, if you're in Jersey, it's hot, but it's not like hot for Florida, if that makes sense. So I'm reading this comic book, The Web, and I'm halfway through it. I was just sitting here before I turned on the camera, reading this comic book, The Web. This is issue number 2 from October 1991. Let's see if I can get that clear. Not quite clear. There, oh, it gets focused in. Anyway, October 1991, Impact Comics. And Impact Comics was underwritten by DC Comics, but these are great comic books. This whole series of Impact comic books. And the back, they have this Three Musketeers. I love these Three Musketeers ads. They're kind of really phenomenal artwork in them, and they really took the time with the artwork. This is number 6 in the series. I don't know how many there were altogether. I kind of a gnat crawling on my cheek. So yeah, this is underrated. This is an underrated comic book for sure. Oh, this coming weekend, or Saturday, this coming Saturday, August 16th, 2025, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you live in this area, at the, what mall is that now? The mall in Ocala. Anyway, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the mall in Ocala, they're going to have a big comic book show. So hold on, I'll get the name of the mall. Hold on. And I'm back. It's Paddock Mall. Paddock Mall. I had a senior moment there. So 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday, August 16th, 2025, Paddock Mall. I got a parade of people here. Hold on. Be right back. It's so funny. Well, back when in Lincoln Park, I lived on Route 202 in Lincoln Park, and that was like, zoom, 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 cars and trucks, zoom, zoom, zoom. Now when you see two cars in a row, it's like a traffic jam, It's so funny. So moving right along, I found this going through my photos here, and I found this great photo of Dad at the old Mabey homestead in the living room. Let me see. It's a little windy out. This is from November of 1992. And there's Dad at the old Mabey homestead in the living room. It kind of looked like he was just going out, or either coming in or going out. I think it was more like coming in. And there's Dad, dear old Dad, at the old Mabey homestead in Lincoln Park. Great moments. Great memories. Dear old Dad. He was such a good man. I miss him. Yeah, I miss my dear old Dad. I miss him a lot. Great photo of Dad in the living room of the old Mabey homestead there. Yeah. The old Mabey homestead was kind of a stately farmhouse that my great-grandfather William Mabey had built in 1890. It's still standing. It looks different than it did before for a number of reasons. They changed the facade, the front of it. I have begun, big news, big breaking news here. I've begun reading, I finished the book of Matthew, and this morning, or not this morning, well, maybe like, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago, or 40 minutes ago, began reading the book of Mark. The book of Mark began, and then, so I find these interesting passages of the Bible, and I bookmarked them. So reading the book of Mark here. I got the whites in the wash now, and then I'll do the lights and the dark, the lights and then the darks. So I got my work cut out for me today, and then towels. So I got a lot of wash to do today. I've been thinking a lot today about Gettysburg, and I miss Gettysburg. We used to go to, from the time I was like 7 years old, we had a country squire, a Ford country squire station wagon, complete. It was blue, navy blue with the wood panel on the side. It was like a decal, wood panel on the side, station wagon, and we'd all, Mom, Dad, Patty, and I, we'd truck out to Gettysburg for a week, and we usually stayed at Drummer Boy Campground. I don't even know if it's still in business. Drummer Boy Campground, just outside of Gettysburg, and we'd go to the cyclorama, and they had this. The fella's probably passed away. He would do a portrayal of Abraham Lincoln, very talented man. Lincoln's Train, the cyclorama, walked the battlefield for endless hours. Jenny Wade home, where Jenny Wade was the only woman civilian killed in the Battle of Gettysburg. And Jenny Wade home, and go through that. Go through the blue and gray souvenir shop. Go to what was that? It was a I forgot the name of that. It wasn't called General Grant. It was oh man, uh, a restaurant there. Really, really, really reasonably priced restaurant. It was named after one of the it wasn't I forget now what general it was named after. And then oh, we had a great time. Would have a great time. And Dad loved Gettysburg so much. he had troop he had Troop 170 go out to Gettysburg. We used to camp out right under the big tower there. And Dad was a very congenial, charismatic man, and he would go to the Gettysburg, not travel center, the national, the museum, and he'd get a meeting with the big shot, and talk him into letting the scouts, Boy Scout Troop 170, sleep right underneath, set up the tents underneath the big tower. And I don't know about any other Boy Scout troops that had that privilege. And the scouts had a blast. They'd be up and down the tower and having a blast. The tower is about, I'm going to say maybe 4 stories high. It's really a high tower. You climb up it in the staircase, and yeah, the kids had a blast. And there were 2 historical hikes. They called them Billy. One was Billy Yank, and the other one was Johnny Reb. And obviously, Billy Yank was like the Union flanks, or the Union positioning, and then Johnny Reb was the what do you call it? The Confederate holdings or flanks, encampments and stuff. But I don't even, I wonder even if they're allowed to call it Billy Yank and Johnny Reb anymore, because it's not so politically correct. But it was a Boy Scout badge. But I don't know, scouting's changed. I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying it changed. Now they call it Scouting USA, and it's co-ed, and everything's different. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. So it's very controversial, and I'm not going to go into it. But scouting's changed. So yeah, I always liked Devil's Den. It was just these huge boulders. I mean, you wonder, there's all these cornfields and grasslands and flat land, and then they call the Devil's Den, and these outrageously humongous boulders, like 2-3 stories high boulders, in this not little, it was quite a good sized area, maybe about 7 acres, maybe 8-9 acres of these big boulders. They call it Devil's Den, and they actually had battles, the North and South, almost like face to face, battles. So just being a few feet away from each other, shooting it out, another time, another place. But I'd love to be in Gettysburg right now. I'd love to be in Gettysburg right now. I miss Gettysburg a lot. So anyway, I gotta put the wash in the dryer, and then I gotta go and I'll get the lights next and put the lights in the washing machine. It's a busy day. So yeah, it's a busy day. So I'm gonna take a break and be back soon. So I'll be back. So YouTube friends, it's now 3:08 in the afternoon. Just had lunch. My sister and I had a salad for lunch. Lettuce, tomato. I put some cheese in it, some croutons, like a little this, that, and the other thing, cucumbers and all that kind of thing. And it was good to have a salad, you know. I had the blue cheese dressing with some croutons, so it was a nice lunch. And I just finished reading my web comic book. I'll tell you, when I go to the big comic book show this coming Saturday, I'm going to be looking for more these impact comic books. I kind of like them. They're little offbeat, you know. They're a little off the, you know, the normal DC Marvel universe. I kind of like them. They're kind of refreshing, you know. Kind of nice. Kind of a refreshing change from, you know, the standard Marvel and DC superheroes. So I'm gonna look for more of those. I like you know, sitting in the breezeway. People walk by, I wave. Some wave back, some don't. I don't worry about it anymore. It's kind of warm out, but I just like I'm outside, grooving, you know, reading a comic book. I read the Bible, and it's kind of up this Amazon guys here now. I don't know if it's for us. Be back soon. So, YouTube friends, it's now 5:17, late afternoon, early evening, and August 12th, 2025. Just finished reading the web comic book. So, another additional comic book for my comic book library here in my clubhouse. So I got the web, Fantastic Four, the U.S. flag. I'm a very patriotic type. Superman, Legion of Superheroes, Justice League, Captain Atom, Green Arrow, Justice Machine, and of course, Alfred E. Newman Mad Magazine. So, okay, Mad Magazine, that's separate. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I now have 8 comic books in my little comic book library here in my clubhouse. So I'm grooving. I'm having fun. I love reading the comic books in my little breezeway there. I'm just having a great time. I'm enjoying life. I'm living the good life, and I'm happy. I'm just so happy. This web comic. I'm gonna at the big comic book show Saturday at the mall. I'm gonna see if I can find more of these impact comic books. They are really cool. I really like these impact comic books. So, all right, folks, be right back. So, YouTube friends, that's a show. Good day. I got a couple washes done, and got some things done. You know, little chores inside done. Read the web comic book. I really enjoyed reading the web comic book, and I'm gonna look for more of those Impact's comic books when I go to the big comic book show this coming Saturday. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 comic books now in my comic book library here in my clubhouse. So I'm happy with that. And I just love to read a comic book there in the breezeway. I wave to people as they go by. So life is good. I'm happy, and I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier, you know. So I mean, sometimes I miss the ad agency. You know what I mean? The go, you know, the deadline, the go, you know. But I'm basically happy. Sometimes I miss Lincoln Park a lot, but I'm happy. So, well, think a good thought. And as always, thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey signing off. Bye for now.